Following program is for entertainment purposes only and may contain adult topics discussed in an adult manner with adult language. If you are under the age of 18, please make sure you have your parents' permission to tune in. The content of any and all PTR radio broadcasts are the property of PTR Radio and are not to be used for any purpose other than personal entertainment without the expressed written consent of PTR Radio. The content of any phone calls during a live broadcast become the property of PTR Radio and may be used for promotional purposes at the discretion of the staff. So please, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Alright, let's try this again, this time with the encoders running. Welcome to PTR Radio, here on the fabulous interweb. And oh, if you're not watching on our YouTube channel or on our website, you're not seeing Mike as frustrated as I've ever seen him.
This is ridiculous. Shaggy tries to make me grow up, which makes me go to comment that nobody will ever watch the YouTube channel again, only to find out that we're not broadcasting.
I know, it was really funny, but I'm glad we noticed it then and not an hour into the show.
Yeah.
Because we weren't even recording.
Oh, good Lord Christ.
So, this is PTR Radio. We are live on all of our formats, YouTube, CW Radio, our own stream, your stream, my stream, Semaphore Flag, and Morse Code, broadcast coast to coast. So, if you'd like a transcript of the show, write really fast. Because YouTube won't do it for me, because our show's too long.
Or go and buy Dragon, Naturally Speaking, play the stream on one computer, and put the microphone from the other computer up to the speakers, and that it transcribe.
Okay.
Now, in order to simplify that, for the rest of the show, we will say our name before we start to speak. This way it'll show up like a script.
Shaggy, yes we will, Ape Man. That's not a problem. Wait, I need to do that better. Shaggy : yes, Ape Man, I will do that for the rest of the show.
But only Shaggy will, so all lines will be under Shaggy's name.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, speaking of lines are open. 877-787-8822 is our number. You can give us a call and chime in to the insanity that is our show tonight.
Somebody please call to make it feel like some of the headache I went through last week was okay, because apparently my credit card expired.
Oh, no!
And I had no clue what my Call 8 password was.
Why didn't you email me? I have it.
I know you do. Now, because I realized it at like 8 o'clock my time, right? And I didn't know what time you got up, so I'm sitting there trying to figure it out. And by the time it got to the point where I was like, this is a fucking test of wills. This is what it is. I'm not going to let you beat me easy.
Yeah, I know that feeling. God, I use the I forgot my password more often, I think, than just about anybody else I know, just because I can't be bothered to keep track of all my passwords in my brain, but I don't want to write all of them down either.
I started using 1Password.
I was doing that, and then everybody told me that's a bad idea, so I've come up, I actually found it easier, instead of trying to remember all the passwords, to come up with a special code language so I can actually write them down and do the translation in my head to know what the password is.
I don't mean that I only have 1Password. I mean there's an app called 1Password, and it tracks all my passwords for me.
Another $1 million idea of mine that somebody beat me to. Goddamn, I really need to learn how to write apps.
And what's nice is it actually saves your passwords in a file on your Dropbox. So every single, so they don't need to know your passwords. And the app, which you install on absolutely everything, from your phones to your laptops to your, so all of your computers.
So does it run on Windows 8 Phone Edition?
Yes, it runs on my Windows phone.
Okay.
It also runs on my Android phone. It runs on iPhone.
Does it run on the new Firefox phone?
What Firefox phone?
Firefox OS.
I didn't know that came to fruition. What about Amazon Fire?
That's definitely out. In fact, we didn't talk about that last week. Last week,
No.
Colin and I had a show,
Yes.
which I called More TV Talk, because that's what it devolved into. Pretty much the entire second hour was
British TV talk.
Hey, I like this show. I like that show too. What's really cool about it is, Mike, you would have hated it.
Probably because there would have been at least 2 segments on Top Gear and every variant in existence.
Not as much Top Gear as you might have.
We barely talked about it,
any,
actually.
Was there any Top Gear?
I'm not sure that there actually was.
I think the word Top Gear was said. That was about the extent.
I think because we were talking about premium television shows that the BBC has to run.
Right.
Oh, okay. So Top Gear doesn't fall into premium.
Yeah, it's one of their economy shows. It doesn't cost much to make at all.
Well, it fucking pisses me off. I forget what the commercial is for, but they show Bill Simpson, the inventor of the fireproof race suit or fire-resistant race suit, and he's sitting there in a chair, and they light him on fire, and he's in a fucking suit that looks like the Stig. And every time it comes on, I'm ready to throw something until I realize that's not a commercial for Top Gear. It's okay.
If he doesn't have a white helmet on...
The other half of my brain goes, Bill Simpson is the Stig!
I'm shocked you know who that is.
Well, that's when the third part of my brain comes in and says, why do you know who the Stig is?
I was looking through a cosplay Reddit, and the Stig was at a cosplay convention. Well, it wasn't the Stig. It was somebody dressed as the Stig. And it said underneath, as the caption, it said, "Some say he likes comic books."
Anyway, I think we can safely say that Mike has now talked more about Top Gear than we did in our
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
talk last time.
That means it's time for me to kill myself.
Do it on camera. That way this can go viral.
That means a line has been crossed somewhere.
Yeah, speaking of a line, actually, like I said, you can get in touch with the show either at PTR Radio on Twitter or 877-787-8822.
What?
So,
What the fuck is that?
What?
Where'd you get that?
Where'd I get what?
The banner thingy.
Oh,
Why don't I have that?
the new lower thirds thingy that I made today just for the show. Yeah, we've got new adage.
Oh, it's
For the show.
on now, bitch. It's on now. Want to know why? Because in the past couple of weeks, I have not only become more of an expert in Photoshop, not Carlos Isabel expert, but like amateur expert, but I have also become very, very good with CSS code. Fuck you, GoDaddy. Kiss my black hairy ass with the hemorrhoids, because CSS code I was ready to have an aneurysm a couple of nights.
Yeah, it can be a bit unnerving, really.
That's why us professional programmers have tools that write it for us.
Yes, and speaking of tools, let's talk about the big new addition to internet broadcasting.
Oh, I thought you were going to talk about the one that's not here. When you started off speaking of tools. But anyway. Yeah. What? Oh, yeah, that's right. The big the elephant in the room, as it were, which is all that anybody can talk about when they're on the internet, is the firing. There's an opening at Sirius for us now.
Oh, yes.
Apparently, Anthony from Opie and Anthony fame got fired, and everybody's all up in arms and thinks it's great because he's going to be broadcasting on the internet.
Yet nobody's done that before, Mike. Nobody has done that for the last 10 years.
The fuck? All of those pests. First of all, when you call your own fans pests, okay, and they like that, there's one problem.
Now, what was Howard Stern's? Wasn't his the Whack Pack?
Well, no, those weren't his fans.
Okay, those were
like regular guests like Beetlejuice and Angry Black. Angry Black? Was that his name? Yeah.
Angry Black.
Like, all those people. They were the Whack Pack.
Okay.
But all of these stories start popping up in my newsfeed, and my response to all of them was, Opie and Anthony are still relevant?
Yeah, I mean, I hear about Howard Stern's contract renewal every once in a while only because of the sheer amount of money that's on it. You know?
I mean, I have Sirius XM in my car, and given the choice between Howard Stern, and Opie and Anthony, and Radio Classics, I'm watching me some old time radio.
You're watching old time radio?
I'm listening. To,
Okay.
well, listening to old time radio. That's
In the mornings, I listened back when I had it. I actually listened to Sirius Hits 1, the morning show on Sirius Hits 1.
The morning mashup, yeah.
The morning mashup, which was pretty good.
uh-huh.
Either that or, especially in the afternoon, I would listen to the Playboy channel. Because believe it or not, they had good shows on the Playboy channel.
They actually, one of the streams actually covers one of the local radio stations here in New York, Z100. So I'll listen to their morning show if I'm in the car in the morning, which is rare.
Right.
But I don't know. And I know I wanted to somehow come up with a post that referenced the fact that half of the, a third of the Opie and Anthony show got fired because I guess Jim Norton is a regular. He's actually a host.
Yeah.
So a third of the thing got fired, and there's a blind man with a broadcasting degree in a corner somewhere jerking off thinking he might actually have a shot to fill in.
Yes,
or
you're right.
he's ready to slit his wrist.
Because somebody else made it, failed, and now they're going to make it bigger on the internet than he ever did.
Yes.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of jokes in there, and I just refrained.
Uh-huh. I tell you what.
I figure instead of the written medium, let me put it into the audio/video medium so people could see the look on my face that I'm dead serious, that I think this is a problem, and somebody needs to go check on this man. People know who I'm talking about.
That's right. Dedicated fans know the person in question. I think it was. I actually heard an interview with Jimmy and talking about how they're really surprised it's taken this long for at least one of them to get fired. But what also surprised him was that all of them weren't fired.
Yes.
Usually with the morning show, you don't can one person, especially when that person's name is in the show.
And he also made it very clear that he does not want the show to be renamed. He does not want his name added to the show, and I don't think they did. I don't think they changed anything. But today was the first day back since it all happened, right?
Yeah. As far as I know, there's still, and that's the only reason why some people are still holding on to their SiriusXM subscriptions, the people that subscribe just for them.
Right.
You know, the only reason is because they want to see the aftermath of the disaster before they completely jump ship.
Now, the reality is, I think their contracts are up in October.
Yeah, and that's a lot of the speculation of, okay, are they going to get offered a renewal or not? And if they don't, will they be able to go to internet and broadcast, or will they be tied up in legal stuff for a while?
Well, see, that's the question. Like Anthony's talking about doing this internet thing, but I guess technically, if Sirius really wanted to put their lawyers on it, SiriusXM does broadcast their streams on the internet. Granted, you have to pay for it. So any non-compete clause technically could still be enforced.
Well, of course, it all depends on the state and everything like that, because, you know, the right to work stuff. I mean, it's not like he has any other talents.
And he was fired.
Yeah, he was fired for breach of contract, which the breach was the morality clause. Like it or not, in a lot of businesses, there's a morality clause.
Like everybody's asking him, he says, I didn't file a police report because it was a black woman, and we all know how that goes and all. Okay, well, why don't you tweet pictures of the bruises or the injuries from your assault?
Yeah, there's a lot of things that he could have done to better his situation, but he's not.
And it disturbs me how much he looks like previously referenced blind man's brother. It really does, but...
Yeah, it was, you know, it'll be interesting to see how that all goes out and whether it will bring any more attention to the internet world or not. But, I mean, we've already got a host of people that are broadcasting on different podcast networks and everything else, which have brought tons of visibility. It's amazing from when we started all this, Mike, or at least I know when I started back 10 years ago, to what it is today as far as visibility.
Oh yeah.
You know, the Sklar brothers, Adam Carolla, who's some of the other big names? Mark Maron, you know, who's This Week in Technology, the CNET guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Him.
You know, there's all these big name podcasts. We're one of them, of course. We're in the upper echelon, we know, and we appreciate that for all of our fans that helped that happen. It's really handy that you helped us get along that way.
And the reason that we are that important is because you, not all of our listeners. You, yes, you.
You
I'm
sitting on the
about
couch,
you, yes.
or you at your desk there.
Yeah.
You're pretending to work, but you're really surfing Craigslist in the casual encounters. We know you, and we thank you, and keep doing what you do.
I've got some breaking news here.
Okay, let's break it down, Mike.
A potential soon to be added to the Deadpool.
Uh-oh.
Archie Andrews is going to be killed.
Archie Andrews is going to be killed
while saving his gay best friend's life.
Oh, hold on.
Yep.
I think maybe we need some of this in here. Unless it's gonna play it's gonna play a goddamn thing. But because you can't launch YouTube without watching a damn ad now. Use sound effects. Okay, come on, get to the.
Over, I don't know, 20, is going to be killed, jumping in front of an assassin's bullet to protect his gay best friend Kevin Keller. What in the motherfuck? When I thought Archie.
When did we have gays in Archie? Archie came out before the closet was invented.
Archie's in a suit in this picture. When did Archie grow the fuck up?
Oh, this is not the mainstream Archie comic.
Okay, because I was going to ask, is Veronica a lesbian now?
Yeah, this is a different Archie comic series that's set in the future of the other comic.
Oh.
So they've all grown up, got married, etc.
Gotten partners, evidently.
Yeah.
The fuck? Why?
Because people keep buying
why
them.
there's 2 Hulk movies.
Wasn't there 3 total, though?
If you count the Avengers.
No. I thought there were 3 regular Hulk movies.
No.
Because you had the Hulk, Incredible Hulk,
and then.
Okay, then the Avengers. All right.
The Avengers. 3 movies, 3 different actors.
Yeah.
All telling the same goddamn story. And what's this shit? They're going to reboot Batman again.
Oh, better than that. Okay, do you remember the Disney movie, The Haunted Mansion? With Eddie Murphy?
Yes.
Yeah.
They're rebooting that.
Why?
I don't know, but yet no studio in the world will touch Hellboy 3.
Well,
because the same director is tagged for both of those, and he goes, I tried to shop Hellboy 3 to every studio in town. No one wants to give money.
But at least they gave him a sequel to Pacific Rim.
Yes, Guillermo del Toro, yes.
How do you do that? How didn't it solve the problem at the end?
We'll see. Just to finish Archie, though. The name of the comic is Life with Archie. And that's the one they're killing Archie off in.
Okay,
Which is funny because there was a previous comic named Afterlife with Archie.
Was he friends with Casper the Friendly Ghost?
No, but they were all zombies.
Oh dear fucking god, this is just ridiculous. They still make comic books?
Yeah, I know. Why isn't everything digital now? Along those same lines, though, there was a newspaper article. I don't remember where. I remember reading the headline that somebody complained. A writer of a newspaper complained. Well, when all your news goes digital, what will happen to the crossword puzzles? The great injustice, the crossword puzzles will go away.
You mean there won't be racks of books of crossword puzzles in every single supermarket in the entire.
Or the digital crossword puzzle on your phone.
Yeah, it's.
There's an app for you, sir.
They'll be busy playing Scrabble.
Yes, Words with Friends. So, oh.
I started playing Words with Friends again against my better judgment. Because the last time I was playing it, I was ready to throw my phone.
Now, are you a quick pace kind of game or a guy for that where you turn everything around as soon as you get it? And so a game can be over in like half an hour?
During the day, yes. Because it's one of those games that I can play while I'm on conference calls.
Mm-hmm.
But after 9 p.m., I refuse to play.
Yeah, no, that's bedtime.
I'm done. I cut myself off at a certain point.
Yeah, no, I agree. I wish I was that good about things like watching TV. Because I've been up the last couple nights because I started rewatching Eureka.
No.
Bad decision. Went through a season in 2 days.
I forgot that Under the Dome came back on last week, so I was able to watch that. The season 2 premiere. Or no, it was 2 weeks ago. But DVR seems there's some kind of conflict. I don't know if Kardashians apparently are on every night now. Because some of my shows I have to go in and manually record the second broadcast of the show.
Mm.
But I'm starting to get annoyed with it already. The second season, people are dying too much, too quick, for no fucking reason. I am getting into The Last Ship on TNT.
Okay, I haven't seen that.
You should.
No, about the only thing I watched, because I think, is Falling Skies, what network's that on? Is that TNT?
Yes, that's TNT.
I watched that.
Falling Skies is on right after The Last Ship.
Oh, okay.
So, there's no excuse for you.
Okay. Well, I don't watch it live. That would be silly. Then I'd have to sit through commercials, and that's just dumb.
Oh, I don't typically watch them live either.
You know?
I watch them the next day.
I'm
at the point now where I hate watching live TV.
Oh, everybody's getting to that point.
I'm just going to... Because I know we've discussed this many times before, that live TV sucks.
Yeah, it's no good. It's horrible.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do it. Be against live TV.
However, I'm afraid that it's going to get to the point that DVR technology is not going to allow you to fast forward through commercials.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure, because I think somebody already registered a patent for that.
Probably.
A way of encrypting the broadcast so that it couldn't be used with any... either it couldn't be used with a DVR service, or it couldn't... On DVR, it couldn't be fast-forwarded through.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of be like Hulu. You know, where you can't skip the commercials on Hulu, which is the dumbest thing in the world, especially if you're a Hulu Plus member. I'm paying to not watch commercials.
What you're paying for is the ability to watch in HD and an expanded library.
Well, which is why I'm not a Hulu member.
Screw
you. If I'm going to pay money, I want no commercials. Take my money and give me no commercials. That easy.
Yes, because everything that's on Hulu, there are better ways for us to get it.
Yes, better, quicker ways to get it.
Yes.
I can get stuff an hour after it's been on without the commercials.
I've started. You ever use Plex?
Oh, I love Plex. It's my favorite thing in the world.
Oh, we need to share our Plex.
Yes, we do. We need to link our servers up because that would be great. Because I have, in fact, that's one of the things we're going to go over is some of the movies I have added. You know, there were DVDs that I owned that I ripped into my Plex box because that's the only way to legally get DVD. You know, the stuff. So you need to do that. Before I do that though, quick side note, Mike. You know our friend Mike Rowe, right?
Yes.
I bought a shirt of his. I bought a Mike Rowe Works original Red Dirt shirt.
Okay.
So that'll be making its way onto the show after it gets washed a couple times and it doesn't feel like it's still caked in mud.
Okay.
Did you ever see those?
I think so.
Yeah, he had them. He was. It was for his foundation. He was raffling off the last of them, so I decided to go ahead and get some of those. Let's see here. Movies. We'll do this real quick. Again, if you want to chime into the show, at PTR Radio on Twitter or 877-787-8822. You can always go to our website, ptrradio.com. There's stuff there to look at with your face. All right, so movies of mine. I have to wait for the damn thing to load. That I have gotten, or that I have. I will tell you, one of them is I downloaded all the Indiana Jones onto my computer from disk. So I have all those, except for the Crystal Skull, because screw that. Indiana Jones does not do aliens.
Yeah.
There's something wrong with that if you think that that's the right thing to do.
I gotta say, as far as Indiana Jones goes, I didn't like the second Indiana Jones, Temple of Doom,
Okay.
until recently I read an explanation of it,
Mm-hmm.
and now it's a good movie.
Okay. All right. So Alvin and the Chipmunks 3, Chipwrecked. Got that one. Obviously for the kids. Battleship.
That is not a good movie.
The Battleship was, oh my, just
It's horrible. Okay. Well, sometimes horrible is good.
And sometimes it's not.
Yeah,
Now,
sometimes
listen,
it is
when
awesome.
When I saw the promos for it, I just thought it was called Battleship. And when I started watching it and it said inspired by the Hasbro
game?
Battleship, I'm like, excuse me? And
Yeah.
then when it comes into play as to how it's inspired by it, I'm not going to spoil it for you. You're like,
Did somebody
What?
say at one point you sunk my battleship?
what?
No.
But,
No.
and everybody who went to see it just because Rihanna was in it, y'all got fucked.
Moneyball. Got that one. It looks kind
was
of
good.
interesting.
was
Hotel Transylvania. Another kid's show. Wrath of the Titans.
No.
21 Jump Street, the movie.
I just watched that this week.
Is it good?
My expectations going in were very low.
Okay, so
And
you
it
weren't
was
disappointed?
It was actually funny.
Okay. Here's the new old ones that I got. So you heard me talk about the Indiana Jones ones. Wayne's World and Wayne's World 2. Because when you get one, you got to get two.
2 was a fucking travesty.
It was horrible,
Yes.
but you still have to have it. A great movie from 1986 called No Retreat, No Surrender, starring the ghost of Bruce Lee.
Bruce Lee, yes. But you may call me Lee Daga.
Yeah, so Mike, you know that one, huh?
Sadly, I do.
Yeah, it is hard
Wait.
to find that one
Wait,
anywhere.
wait. No retreat, no surrender. Wait. Refresh my memory. Is that the one where Jean-Claude Van Damme is the bad guy?
Yes, it is.
Yes. And it's like, you're good. I get better. Russian.
Oh, it's horrible acting. Oh, it's absolutely deplorable acting. Oh, it's
But
bad.
it's a typical Jean-Claude Van Damme role because he has the obligatory, I will do the splits.
Yeah. 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 Saturday the 14th, and I only have that because I was trying to find Saturday the 14th Strikes Back.
I never heard of that one.
Saturday the 14th is a parody of horror movies.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it any good?
Saturday the 14th I thought it was very funny when I was 13. And I think I saw it again when I was 16, and I still thought it was funny. It's really bad, though.
For the money, I would rather watch Once Bitten.
I have Once Bitten. That's a great show. Not my boyfriend's back, but what was the other one? I got another one which had another good guy in it. Renaissance Man, Danny DeVito.
Awesome movie. Mark
That-
Wahlberg's first movie role.
Yeah, the reason why I got it is because I was watching an Inside the Actor Studio with Mark Wahlberg. So he talked about filming with Penny Marshall.
Yep. Great movie.
Yeah.
Have we mentioned they're working on a sequel to Twins?
Yes, we have.
Okay.
Yes.
Triplets. Dream a Little Dream with the Coreys.
Oh God.
Corey Haim and Corey Feldman.
That's just bad because there's a scene where Corey Feldman dances like Michael Jackson. And
I cannot believe how many of these horrible movies you know, Mike.
I would much rather watch Corey Feldman's video for his song Ascension Millennium.
Oh yeah, we did watch that. Here's one: Night Shift.
Is that Henry Winkler and Michael Keaton?
Yes, it is.
Okay. And running a prostitution ring out of the morgue.
Yes, very good. This is like trivia for Mike. I'm gonna get you, sucker.
That
Wayans
was with
brothers?
the
It had
older
Sam,
Keenan Ivory Wayans.
and it had Samuel L. Jackson in it.
And I think Jada Pinkett, and she tells him, if you sing to Dobermans, they will not attack you.
Yep.
So in the trailer, he's like, all the dogs on the right go, ooh, ooh. And so the dogs, ooh, ooh. Okay.
Stand By Me.
Wow, that's a gimme.
Top Secret.
That's also a gimme.
Black
Another
Sheep.
Another gimme?
National Lampoon's Vacation, the original.
Okay.
Which, funny enough, I don't like as much as Christmas Vacation. I really think Christmas Vacation was their best one out of all of them.
Well, Christmas Vacation is just one of the all-time classic movies.
It has to be watched several times during
Christmas
Christmas.
Vacation is good. I rank Vegas Vacation a close second.
I liked Vegas Vacation.
I
Mr.
didn't-
Papadopoulos.
Yes.
Oh, Papa Giorgio. Not
Papa
Papadopoulos.
Giorgio, yes.
Papadopoulos was from Webster.
Correct.
Days of Thunder.
Of course I know that one.
Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, and Bogus Journey. And my daughter didn't see the point to Bogus Journey. The point is, there is no point to Bogus Journey other than you have to see them play well at the end.
True story that the sequel was originally entitled Bill and Ted Go to Hell.
Right.
And the studio said, no, you're not doing that.
Yeah. Big. Tom Hanks.
I always wanted a sequel to Big.
All three of the Naked Gun movies.
Naked Gun 2.5, and Naked Gun 7 5/8, or what was the third one?
33 and a third.
33 and a third, that's right.
Yeah. And I made it through watching the first one. I don't know if I could watch the second and the third one. Head of State, which we've talked about before on the show. And then really those are the new ones that I've gotten lately. Everything else I've had for a while.
I had to go in last night, and Kim thought I was crazy. I'm on my tablet. I'm like, oh shit! I put 21 Jump Street in the mailbox to get picked up today. I was like, I got to go in and check my queue to see what's next. And I had to do an emergency change real quick because I did not want the Ice Pirates coming this week.
Oh, because you wouldn't have time to watch it?
Let me just hold on.
Okay.
Let me log into my Netflix account for a second because I want to see how long I had 21 Jump Street before I finally watched it.
Because I think you need Ice Pirates and Time Bandits.
Okay.
And BMX Bandits. That was a good movie. Do you remember that one?
BMX Bandits? Yes, that was Australian. It had Nicole Kidman.
Yes.
All shipping activity. Okay. 21 Jump Street. I just returned it on the 9th.
Okay.
It was shipped to me April 14th.
Yeah, I've had that.
Yeah.
Had that a lot.
But then, like, the Hunger Games Catching Fire, that's what I sent back. And that one I watched inside of a week.
Oh, wow. You have two out at a time?
No.
Who has the money? I would say, who
No,
has
I
the
only
money
have
to
one
do
out at
that?
a time. But now, since I figured out how I can get all of the pay channels online using my parents' account, which they don't use, I had to go in and check my queue every once in a while because like today, last night I watched Parental Guidance. Billy Crystal and Bette Midler,
Uh-huh.
and Marissa Tomei, and they're watching the kids and all. And it turns out that was actually after the Ice Pirates in my queue.
Mm,
So rate it, remove it.
right. Well, my queue right now, I've got a Carol Burnett's favorite show disc, and then I've got Hard Rain is going to come next.
Hard Rain.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you want more Carol
Is that a
Burnett, I have
football
the
movie?
entire box set.
Hard Rain is who all is in that?
Is that a Steven Seagal movie?
No,
I'm
it's not
thinking
Steven Seagal. This is the best that Morgan Freeman and Christian Slater and Randy Quaid have to offer.
Okay, now I know which one you're talking about.
Yep. Ooh, Speed.
Yeah.
I ought to add that into the list because I don't have that one.
So I have in my queue. I bumped Las Vegas up because I don't know how many more movies Morgan Freeman has in them. So I figure I better see this one soon. Then the Ice Pirates.
Yeah, because when he dies, they're going to take all of his movies off. You know. After Hard Rain is Ski School for me.
Ski School. One of the many B movies that Chainsaw from Summer School did.
Yes, exactly. Right? Yes. Boy, you're up on that.
And there was a sequel to that.
Ski School 2.
Yes, and I don't remember if Todderbert was in 1 and 2 or if he was only in 2.
I think he was the key star in 2.
Okay.
And was that the name of the actor or the name of the
character?
The character, okay. And then after Ski School is Revenge of the Nerds 2, Nerds in Paradise.
That's instant streaming.
I didn't see it on instant streaming.
It's either there or Amazon, but it's on one of the two.
Okay. Mostly I want it because of the it's not Prop 8, but it's the no on 16.
15.
Yeah. 15, yeah. Yeah, I want it for that. And then A Very Harold and Kumar Christmas, because I haven't seen that yet.
That was funny.
Followed by Loverboy. Do you remember that one?
Of course. Senor Pizza. Extra anchovies.
God. Folks, if you don't know these references, you're missing out on some of the finest films ever made. You know? It was like Popeye. Who was in Popeye, Mike?
Robin Williams. And, I don't remember her name.
Shelley Duvall.
Shelley Duvall. I was going to say the woman from The Shining.
Yep. All these things you didn't know that you needed to watch. Speaking of what, you said you had a list of movies everybody needs to watch?
It was a list of 50 movies that every kid must watch.
Every kid must watch? Okay. Might as well bring that up now since we're in
I'll see if I
full-blown
can
movie
find
talk.
it.
So, Mike, what else is on your list that's interesting?
After the Ice Pirates, which is number 2, I have Percy Jackson's Sea of Monsters.
That was a good movie. I saw that.
Ride Along.
It's supposed to be funny.
Rush, which is an IndyCar racing movie. So
okay. You need to watch one called Senna, by the way.
Rush is a remake of Senna.
Okay, because Senna's a documentary, so...
Yes, Rush is an adaptation of Senna.
Okay.
So it's the two central characters. One of them is played by...
is it like Driven?
Driven was a great movie. I don't care what people say. And I would have given anything to be on set to see how many times the director had to yell at Burt Reynolds for moving his legs. Then I have Her, which looks interesting. RoboCop, the remake.
The remake, all right. That's got Colin Ferguson in it, who was in SWAT, by the way. If you like him there, you'll like him in the movie SWAT.
Isn't Michael Keaton in it as well?
Yes, he is. He plays the bad guy.
Okay. The Monuments Men
That's a good movie.
and Delivery Man.
Okay. Yeah, I kind of want to see that.
Now, and as far as movies that you should go check out the trailers for, have you seen the trailer for St. Vincent?
I have, actually. I saw that came up on iHeart Chaos one day, and it looks like, I really think that could be Bill Murray's last film, but it looks good, and I'm glad he's going to go out on a high note.
Yes. I'm a little upset that Melissa McCarthy is in it, but whatever.
It does look like a good film, though.
And just to clarify, I don't dislike Melissa McCarthy. All right, she's a female Vince Vaughn.
It's Jenny McCarthy you don't like.
Well, no, I don't. But that's besides the point. Melissa McCarthy and Vince Vaughn. You watch any of their movies, okay? Like, this is Vince Vaughn's list, of course, and this is Melissa McCarthy's list, the little one. But any movie, it's the same character that they're playing in every movie. And I'm hoping Delivery Man actually changes that about Vince Vaughn for me. But yeah, Melissa McCarthy, every movie she's been in, The Heat, Bridesmaids, Tammy, they all look, it's the same person that she's playing.
How was she in The Nines? Did you watch that?
No.
Okay.
Okay, so I got my list.
All right.
Okay.
This is not a list of the 55 best movies.
All right.
This is just 55 movies that every kid must see by the time they're 13 to properly discuss movies.
Last Starfighter. It better
So-
be on the list.
But these are sorted basically by age. So youngest.
1 year old Last Starfighter.
So Muppet movie,
Muppet movie's good. Like that.
Toy Story,
Skip that.
How the Grinch Stole Christmas,
Good. Christmas movie.
Well, wait. The
Not
Mike
the
Myers version or the animated version?
the animated one.
Okay, fair enough.
the good one.
Babe,
Like the pig. Babe.
Yes.
No.
Mary Poppins.
Watch Charlotte's Web instead.
Mary Poppins,
I like Mary Poppins.
Beauty and the Beast,
Nope. Skip that.
The Little Mermaid.
Nope. Skip it.
These are all things you're going to be watching lots of next week, Chris.
Maybe,
Okay.
but skip it.
Finding Nemo,
Skip it. Except for the turtle scene. That was kind of cool.
The Red Balloon,
The Red Balloon. Never heard of it, so obviously deprived as a child.
it was always on cable when I was a little kid.
Oh, okay.
The Red
It's some
Balloon.
foreign
Wasn't
movie
it-
with a kid walking around with a big red balloon.
There was
wasn't it
99
German
Luft
song?
balloons.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
was thinking. The German song.
Nina. Yeah.
Pinocchio,
Okay.
Annie,
Which Annie, though? Because we can get into a fight about this one.
um,
Because there's only one good one.
this is the one with Carol Burnett.
That is the best
Yeah.
one ever. That is the only one worth
Did
seeing.
the other one even come out?
I believe it did. I believe the Black Annie came out. And I'm calling it the Black Annie. You can call it Blanny. Cameron Diaz, Rose Byron, Jamie Foxx, Bobby Cannell.
No, it did not come out yet.
Okay. So
And
it's,
Willow Smith apparently dropped out.
it looks like it. I don't see the name
I
in
didn't
there.
know she was attached to it.
Yeah, her dad bought the damn thing, so he's gonna put her in there.
Okay,
Oh, that's not coming out till Christmas time.
It's the 1982 version you want to watch, by the way.
Yes.
Don't settle for any.
see, The Kid, old Charlie Chaplin.
Okay.
Wally,
Nah,
Sound of
I like
Music,
Wally.
no, skip Sound of Music. It's full of Germans.
The Lion King, The Wizard of Oz,
All right, no, Shaggy. I saw you shake your head at the Lion King, and the only reason I'm going to say yes to that is
They
it'll help you teach them about death.
And to sing Akuna Matata all day
Yes.
long.
Singing in the Rain,
Singing in the what kid is gonna sit and watch Singing in the Rain?
I would
Miracle on
much rather-
34th Street,
Listen,
the
I would
original.
much rather hear Hakuna Matata than Under the Sea.
Yeah.
Under the Sea.
The Iron Giant,
All right. right, these are really bad movies. I haven't heard a great movie other than Annie so far yet.
Iron Giant is one of the best movies ever
I don't
made.
know. It wasn't.
Yes, it is.
It was not.
E.T.
You know what? Watch it once and only once.
Elf.
Okay, watch it a million times.
How to Train Your Dragon.
It was okay. Taught you about the handicap. You know, you need to know those types of things.
You know that,
How to deal with them.
How to deal with handicaps. People with handicaps can be useful to you.
That's right.
Just use them for your own purposes.
Never underestimate the power of the handicap.
Star Wars.
Okay.
Harry Potter.
Yep, liked Harry Potter.
Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
Okay. Why do you have to watch... Mike, can you think of a reason of why you need to watch Pee-wee's Big Adventure?
Yes.
Because you need to learn how to do the bird?
No, you need to. It's possibly the only documentation that there was ever a Mr. T cereal.
True.
Okay. All right. One nugget of gold in there.
Plus, there's lots of things that you can quote from Pee-wee's, like, you know, what other movie would you have, you know, someone talking about a garbage truck falling off the Empire State Building?
Don't know.
March of the Penguins. Home Alone.
Because it was done by Morgan Freeman?
I have no idea.
Because it was over... That's the only reason to watch that, is to hear Morgan Freeman.
Yeah, that's basically, I agree. It's like, March of the Penguins?
Yeah.
Anyway, Home Alone, that's, you know...
You need to learn how to defend yourself from home intruders.
Yes. The Black Stallion, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Yes.
No, this is where we start getting weird. Yellow Submarine.
No?
Mm-mm.
Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Yes.
To look at Jessica Rabbit.
The Incredibles. The Lego Movie.
I like The Incredibles, and I thought the Lego Movie was pretty good. Have you seen that yet, Mike?
No, I have not.
You will be amazed at all the different voices in that thing. I think they got everyone in Hollywood.
Yeah, that's good.
Now I got to go back to my Netflix queue and make sure I add that in there for when it's...
Princess Bride.
Yes.
Of course.
It's hard to discuss movies with someone who has not seen Princess Bride.
That's because they're a moron.
It's like 90%. It's like, we're quoting movies, you got a huge chunk from Princess Bride, and then you have, it goes up to 11 from Spinal Tap.
Yeah.
And both have the same, you know. Anyway.
Yeah.
The Goonies.
Gotta watch it. Which, by the way, they're planning a reunion for that.
Yep. Christmas Story.
Okay.
Yeah.
You'll shoot your eye out.
This one you'll not agree with.
Okay.
West Side Story.
No.
It's a Wonderful Life.
No.
Duck Soup.
Maybe the Mighty Ducks.
No. Duck Soup. Marx Brothers.
No.
Everyone has to watch Marx Brothers.
No.
Back to the Future.
Yes.
Young Frankenstein.
Okay.
Edward Scissorhands.
No.
Lord of the Rings.
Yes.
The Karate Kid.
All of them. Watch all of them, including the next Karate Kid. Was that because that was really good? That was actually better than the third Karate Kid. I like 1, 2, and 4. And the 5 doesn't exist.
Stand by Me.
Eh.
Eh?
Eh.
Okay.
It's okay.
I was like Fantastic Mr. Fox. Big.
Big's great.
Some Like It Hot.
Okay. Okay.
Well,
now we're getting into sexy kids movies.
Yes, then we're getting closer to the 13, and now you have to know who Marilyn Monroe is. Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Pirates. The Nazis come back.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Mm-hmm.
The Avengers.
Okay.
Titanic.
But you don't have to watch any of the ones leading up to the Avengers. You just jump right into the Avengers. Because that'll make a lot of sense.
Titanic.
No.
Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
Yes.
Yes, that's a good movie.
No.
That is a really good movie.
Yes.
No, Kung Fu Panda.
Help with the reading comprehension. Pissed me off that it was subtitle. I don't do subtitles well.
Yeah.
I really don't.
To Kill a Mockingbird. And Jurassic Park.
Speaking of Jurassic Park.
You beat me to it. Go ahead.
Does anyone have moron friends? Because this was the test this last week. Mike, in your animal-loving circle, did anybody fall for it? You have to say. You don't have to name names, but just say how many.
Nobody fell for it, but I had people asking, where are the rest of the live dinosaurs?
Let me see here if I can pull some of these up. Jurassic Killer tweets. Was that maybe it? Steven Spielberg Animal Killer. There we go. All right. So here's some of the good ones. This. All right. So this is Steven Spielberg posted a picture of him sitting next to a dead Triceratops. All right, from the movie Jurassic Park, where the thing died. Now it's all right. I'm gonna read the tweets. All right. Disgraceful photo of recreational hunter happily posing next to a Triceratops he just slaughtered. Please share so the world can name and shame this despicable man. What?
But that one is a joke.
That's Steven Spielberg, director of Jurassic Park.
Really?
I don't care who he is. He should not have shot that animal. Damn you, George Bush. Yeah. Yeah, because here's the original. He's a disgusting, inhumane prick. I'd love to see these hunters be stopped. I think zoos are the best way to keep these innocent animals safe. A-holes like this piece of S are going into these beautiful animals' homes and killing them. It's no different than someone coming into your home and murdering you. That's what's so selfish about people that hunt. They're uneducated, and the way they are killing is, well, these animals are... Oh, their way of thinking is, well, these animals are overpopulating. And we are going to die, and are going to die anyway. Well, human beings are overpopulating. Guess what? If we were to kill an innocent human being and use them as an excuse, we'd be in prison. Yada, yada, yada. I think it's time to say the same thing about animal rights, Steven Spielberg. I'm disappointed in you. I'm not watching any of your movies again, Animal Killer.
God.
This lit the internet on fire.
Yeah.
If you have any friends who fell for this, 877-787-8822 or at PTR Radio on Twitter. Let us know how many of your friends fell into this trap of tweeting about how bad Steven Spielberg is for killing such an innocent, beautiful animal, especially when they're an endangered species.
And all he wanted to do is use the foam rubber to make an aphrodisiac.
Mike, what did you think when you saw these things?
I immediately knew Steven Spielberg was having some fun on the set of his new movie. And then when I saw people getting all their panties all in a bunch about it, I had to stop for a second and walk away, because I couldn't wrap my brain around it at all, whether these people were being sarcastically serious. You know, like the guy,
yeah,
like somebody's posting up trying to bait other idiots.
Oh.
Or, because that would have been me. I'd have been posting up like, well, at least I heard he donated the meat to local villages, you know, where the people were starving.
At least he used every piece of the animal.
And
nothing went to waste.
I'm sure that that they chose the weakest one in the herd. So basically, they were helping to ensure the survival of the species. Those are the kind of comments I would have made.
I heard that one was sick, and it would have infected the rest of the herd.
Now, if somebody really wanted to make it go apeshit, and I'm sure it's probably out there, they would have photoshopped the cheerleader chick into the picture instead of Steven Spielberg.
Yeah,
like what she killed. That meme has got to be out there.
So the original guy
Yeah.
posted a sequel.
Okay.
It's Steven Spielberg sitting on the head of a dead shark.
Oh, is it a enormous shark?
Yes.
Oh, it is a huge, enormous, unbelievably large shark that looks like it could attack boats.
Yes.
We should do something about that. Hey, Chiefy.
It says, folks, we need your help identifying the vicious shark killer shown posing with his illegal prey. Sharks are essential to the ecosystem, and their waters are protected off the coast of California.
Okay. I'm currently looking for a picture of the cheerleader that I could easily Photoshop because apparently it's not out there.
Which cheerleader are you talking about?
The one that the other hunter that the internet was in an uproar about. This
No, she wasn't a cheerleader. She was just cheering.
No.
Look, because she was a fan in the stands that they focused on because she was so pretty.
No. The one posing with the dead leopard and the lion and.
Oh, okay. Oh, somebody should put him over top of the Lion King. You know, the one that died, the dad from the movie The Lion King. That would be good. Oh, or standing next to Bambi. That would be good too. Maybe next to an insecticide truck, you know, with a stick in his hand, going into a barn which is overrun by these mutant spiders that came over from Africa in a coffin. That would be good.
Okay, this is going to be my thing.
If
tomorrow.
you're not getting all these references, you're screwed.
I'm going to take. First off, let me see if I can find a story for you here real quick. The 19-year-old Texas cheerleader. Okay, let me pull up the story here so you know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
And I'll send you a link.
Someone says this is what happens when creationists get their way.
There you go. So, here's what I'm going to do tomorrow. I'm going to find a picture of her, or I'm going to take a picture of her.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And I'm going to Photoshop her into the Steven Spielberg pic. And
Okay.
I'm going to post up. That's going to be a new meme, and we'll see how it takes off. Spielberg didn't kill her, but I think we know. But this picture shows who pulled the trigger.
Yeah.
Or something like Spielberg was there, but he didn't pull the trigger. And have her smiling, standing over it. I think I may be onto something.
Andrea O'Donnell writes, I did not know that Steven Spielberg is a dinosaur hunter. I am not only outraged, but disgusted. Seriously, those poor triceratops, if we do not stop this, they're going to become extinct.
Yeah, because global warming is going to kill them.
Yeah, them and the pandas.
All right, now hold on a second, because when I was looking at these images, I'm going to go back. Boycott? Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can find it, see if it's still here. Ah! I have a new Facebook page. You got
Steven Triceratops Hunter?
no. It's better.
Or boycott Steven Spielberg, the Triceratops Killer. Actually, I killed 5. What a revolting collection of Barbary, where it's got most of the crew there, or most of the people. These people are sick. I'm shocked that Iggy Pop was on the left was involved. Yeah. Don't let this disgraceful man influence the beautiful world where we live. The shame trophy. Yep. That's good. I think we need more. I think we need like Steven Spielberg Master Hunter. Master Outdoorsman. So that we can get that everything. 285 people like this damn page. Mike, did you see that?
Yes.
Alright, that's bullshit. Right there. That's just crap. Because we've got 119. So whatever you put up, Mike, you have to post it on the PTR page.
Oh, I will.
And secure it so that only friends can see it. Because this is ridiculous that...
No,
Steven
I will make sure I
Spielberg-
put PTR Radio
Yeah.
as like a watermark.
Steven Spielberg, the Triceratops Killer, gets 285 likes. We got, after, since Facebook's been around, 119. Which is ridiculous. Which, by the way, we almost got on another network. But unfortunately, our scheduling didn't work, so we're waiting to see what happens, maybe in the future sometime. Anyway, I think we need to take a quick break, though. So, we are going to take a break, and we'll tell you about who's coming up after us. Everybody stay tuned. This is PTR Radio. We'll be back with hour number 2.
God damn it, you guys, I'm so sick and tired of all these long fucking promos.
Mm-hmm.
I got a great idea. We're going to take the whole 2-hour show and do it in under a minute.
Wait, we already did that.
No, we're going to do it for real this time. What do you think?
Shit.
Can we? Let's give it a go.
Let's try.
It's time to crack open a cold one because this is a little punch drunk, and I'm, of course, Rambo.
JW.
Josh, I got a surprise and it's fucking great.
I have a bad feeling about this.
It's time to get the meat potatoes shown without me dessert.
Winky up.
Time for the adventures of Naked Man. Was it me?
Shit, it was me.
And now it's time for Must Have Been in
Of course
Florida.
it was.
Zombies! News.
What am I getting?
News. I'm going to tear off your face and I'm going to shit right down your throat. And that's it for my app of the week.
Sorry,
Android.
I was texting.
I want to fucking play. Angel Boots. Steve. Tomato. Testicles.
Bye. Rambo wins.
And buy our shit.
Do it.
Do it.
Send us money.
And for a little punch drunk, I'm Rambo.
JW.
Josh. Rock on. And if you want to catch the full show, head on over to cweradio.com every Monday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And hell, if you feel like chatting, call in. It's 484-994-ALPD. Or
484-994-2573.
for those of you who are too damn stupid to know what the letters mean. And if you're just really out...
Hugs yo ALPD, bitch! But also make sure to check us out at alittlepunchdrunk.podbean.com, where you'll also find links to find us in many different ways, including our Facebook fan page at facebook.com/get this, a little punch drunk.
And if there's any other information you need to get that we're putting out for you, hit us up on Twitter at ALIL_punchdrunk. Anything else, boys?
No, we'll catch you on the show.
Rock on.
Hello, and welcome to Host Spotlight. This week we'll be getting the behind-the-scenes look into Porno Nick, one of the hosts behind PTR Radio. We recently had a chance to sit down with him and see the side most listeners don't get exposed to on the air. First of all, Porno Nick, I'd like to welcome you to the studio and thank you for coming in to answer some questions our viewers have sent in.
No problem, dude.
Now, Porno Nick, you're not really like the person that you are on the air, are you? I mean, you have a cuddly, gentler, nicer side to you, don't you?
Damn straight.
Now, Porno Nick, some people may be asking themselves, why would you ever agree to an interview like this where you have to be open and candid with us?
I like the attention. I'm an attention whore.
Now, Nick, you've told us many times that you're a virgin on the air. For those single women out there that are looking to get together with you, what kind of things do you look for in a woman? What kind of woman do you go after?
Inbred women that have, rat-like features and 3 arms and,
Now, we know that you've had girlfriends in the past. We were told that your last girlfriend had kind of a little quirk. Could you tell us a little bit about that?
She's got a dick, okay?
Really? Can you tell us what the downfall of that, relationship was?
Okay, now we're getting to a topic of discussion we don't want to discuss.
So suffice it to say that's kind of a sore subject and, it might have hurt your chances in pursuing women in the future?
More or less.
Now, Nick, since you don't have a girlfriend right now, have you considered prostitution? And if you have, what's been holding you back from going all the way with, a male or a female prostitute?
They seem to want some kind of money or something.
So is it that you don't have the money to spend, or that you just don't feel like, they're worth it?
Those people don't deserve any fucking money at all.
Now, Nick, we've heard that you wear bikini briefs. Now, our listeners really want to know, is that true?
That's a false rumor.
So, does that mean that you wear boxers, or that you just free ball it?
They're all flopping in the wind.
Wow, you're a lot more honest and forthcoming than I anticipated.
No problem, dude.
So...
Alrighty, and that was a plug for A Little Punch Drunk, who comes up immediately following us on the Clutch Wiggle Radio Network. So make sure you stay tuned. And by the way, Rambo's doing his show by himself tonight. So if you have a chance to call in, they gave you the number right there. Give him a call and help him out. He can sure use it. We know how doing a one-man show is, don't we, Colin?
Oh, yeah.
And it's very, very difficult.
Yes. It's easy to get lost in your own thoughts and forget what people understand.
Oh, yeah, it's ridiculously difficult, especially when it's just you. I've done it before, and luckily those guys called up and helped me out. So, if I have time after the show, I think that's one of the things I'm going to do. I'll be one of their callers. So
Cool.
And then we played a very old. It's called Colin said, "Wow, that's old." Host Spotlight.
The name of the show was different back then.
Yeah.
I heard Host Spotlight, and I was like, oh, no, he did not.
And the answer is no, I didn't. I grabbed one from our friend Nick, who he's a nice guy, and but he's so much fun to make fun of.
Yes.
Really, and luckily he hasn't changed over the years, so he doesn't mind it too much. As long as I took the pictures of him eating the birthday cake that I had made for him down, he was happy. So.
I forgot about that.
It's the only time anybody ever ate out a cake.
Yeah, I could see him not wanting that picture on the internet anymore.
All right, so we are back. This is hour number 2, PTR Radio. Get a hold of us on either Twitter at PTR Radio, or give us a call. 877-787-8822 is the number. We'll be happy to take your phone calls, especially if you got something to add into the topic. Now, Mike, you said the rest of your week is going to be consumed with Photoshop projects, getting Steven Spielberg and the cheerleader into as many uncomfortable situations as possible.
No, it's not even uncomfortable situations, but it might not even be the rest of the week because, well, let's just say I'm getting good with Photoshop.
Okay, so Mike is busy at work as we speak. All right, let's go ahead and get into one article that I found. Actually, let's talk about, because this is coming up. Actually, it's an article and it's coming up.
Yes.
I'm going on vacation very soon, and I'll be back before our next show.
So just say next show. If the title of the next show will be Shaggy's Vacation Slideshow.
Our verbal slideshow.
It's verbal slideshow.
Yeah. So
if you don't like listening to other people's vacations.
Yeah, this would not be the one for you. Damn it! Don't play a commercial when I'm busy. But I'm going to it's referred to as the happiest place on Earth. Am I right there?
No, that's Disneyland.
Okay, so I'm going to Disney World,
which is the most
magical place on Earth. What's the motto for Euro Disney? The most depressing place on Earth? Or hey, we're not Russia?
Oh, they're in France, so.
We're not Russia. That I was accurate there. But
I have no idea what the motto is.
So I'm going.
I was trying to find it.
I'm going there, and the only thing The wife is concerned about the airplane ride, which, okay, she hasn't been on a plane in a while, but it's
Yep.
a very safe plane, and planes fly all the time, carrying
Yes.
millions of people everywhere they need to go.
According to pilots,
Yes,
the most dangerous part of your ride on the airplane
is getting to the airport.
is getting to the airport.
Yes, I can believe that. However, and I wasn't worried at all. I'm normally not worried about amusement parks because I figure the same thing. They cater to millions of people every year.
Yes.
However, everyone knows that a black cloud follows me everywhere that I go, and that lightning does strike twice, normally where I'm staying.
Yes. And looking at the weather, yeah.
Yeah. So the thing that concerns me a little bit here is, like a week and a half ago, there was an article about a roller coaster at Six Flags in California
Yes.
that went off the rails.
Yes, because they allowed a tree
branch.
to fall on the tracks.
Yes. You know,
That's Six Flags for you, right?
at Six Flags. So, of course, one of the features of that ride is whizzing in and out of the tree line.
Yeah.
So you would think that trees might lose branches.
Yeah.
So, that came to me, but then I thought, oh, you know what? That's Six Flags. They're like the trailer park of amusement parks. They don't know anything in comparison to Disney, whose
Right.
lifeblood is, everything.
Mm-hmm.
They can't have a bad day at Disney because that's just not good. Then this last week happens. And Disney, the one I'm going to, has 2 ride failures. We'll call them ride failures, for lack of a better term right now, within a couple days of each other.
Uh-huh.
The first, I'll talk about the second one because I think it is the one most easily explained.
Yes.
The monorail stopped
Yes.
because lightning hit it.
Yeah.
In anticipation of me coming to Florida. The second item, which actually happened first, a bit more disturbing, is a man had 2 of his fingertips taken off by a ride,
Yes.
and they were not able to locate the missing tips. I don't know if anybody covered that in a story, but he's tipless. So
So he didn't get, but so at least Disney got their tips.
yes, Disney got a tip. He did not. So yes, he lost 2 fingertips.
Yeah.
Now, granted, I do believe it was all his fault.
And he says it is his
And
fault.
it's his fault. However, all right. However, it's still 2 accidents
Yes.
within a week of me going
So,
there.
as your unofficial trip planner,
Yes, as my travel agent.
here are 2 things I'll tell you about these accidents.
Okay.
Okay. The first one is, I don't think you're ever going to be on the monorail.
Why not? It looks like fun.
Well, you can go on the monorail if you want, but
Monorail.
the
What
current
this town needs is a monorail.
way your schedule is set up, you never need to go on a monorail.
Right, but I might want to go on a monorail.
That's up to you.
Who doesn't want to go on a monorail?
The monorail is fun.
Monorail. Yes, monorail.
So that's part 1.
Monorail,
Part 2 is when the people at Disney tell you to keep all limbs inside the ride vehicle at all times, that's a good idea. So, Mike, the guy who lost the tips of his fingers, it was on Pirates of the Caribbean. Apparently, he was in the back of the boat, and he was leaning back with his arms behind him over the back of the vehicle, with his hands trailing along, right around the bumper from the other ride.
We would be
cars.
remiss if we didn't do this.
Yes, there you go.
Monorail.
I hear those things are awfully loud.
It glides as softly as a cloud.
Phil Hartman.
So,
I kind of miss him.
oh, everybody misses him.
So,
Unfortunately, his wife didn't.
yes,
She
didn't miss him at all.
No.
Right on target.
So it was basically at the end of the ride when they're all bunching up, and it says his fingers were close to the bumper when the ride behind him ran into theirs. It took the tips of his fingers off.
Yes.
So keep all arms.
So when they say keep hands and keep all extremities inside the ride,
yes,
that means something?
Yeah.
All right. And what can I do to avoid lightning?
Well, you're not going to be able to completely avoid lightning because I have the weather report here.
Uh-huh.
And
the black
it's gone
cloud.
down. It's gone.
Okay.
But still, you're running at about 40% chance of rain.
Yeah, so that means 100% chance of rain and thunderstorms, and
Yes.
Shaggy gets hit by lightning. All right. Easy enough.
The good thing is that as long as you're in the parks, you're not going to be hit by lightning because there are lightning rods all over the place.
Oh, okay.
And they'll take care of it. The monorail's out in the middle of nowhere. It was the lightning rod.
Okay. All right. So, Mike, what are your suggestions for not dying in Disney?
Drink.
Because
none of those were alcohol related. So if you're drunk, you're safe.
Because as we know, if you're drunk, you're nice and relaxed. And so normally, who in a drunk driving accident, who normally walks away? The drunk driver.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't stiffen up on impact. He just goes, wibbly wobbly.
I will say, Mike, that the guy who lost the tips of his fingers was too relaxed. That's why he lost the tips of his fingers.
Was he drunk or was he high?
Well, that's a good question. But he was at the Magic Kingdom, and there's no alcohol at the Magic Kingdom except in one place at night.
What?
Mike's not going to Magic Kingdom.
Magic Kingdom, up until a couple years ago, was dry. Always has been. When they added the new Be Our Guest restaurant, they added wine because it was a French restaurant. That's it.
So I can't get a beer with my dinner there?
At the restaurant you're going to be at is the one place in the Magic Kingdom that has alcohol.
Yeah, but you said wine. They added wine. Do they have beer? I hope.
They might have beer.
I hope so.
I don't remember. But that is the only place in the Magic Kingdom
drink
that
wine
has
on
alcohol.
vacation. Oh, and pay $6
Every
for a
other
glass.
park,
Beer.
every other park at Disney World is floating in alcohol. But Magic Kingdom is not.
Good. I like the term floating in alcohol.
They got a lot of fucking nerve calling that the happiest place on earth. There's no alcohol in the goddamn park.
That's Disneyland.
I make the same mistake. I go, I'm going to Disneyland. Oh, you're going to California? No.
I know Walt Disney World is the one in Florida.
Yes.
But I don't know. There's just something to me. I can't picture Disney in California. It just doesn't. It does not compute.
There's a lot of weirdos out there, Mike.
But the point is, Disneyland is the happiest place on earth.
That's just fucking stupid. Is Disneyland a dry park?
I have no idea. I've never been
Maybe
there.
that's why they're the happiest place on earth, because you can get drunk at Disneyland.
I know there's a private Club 33 that's at Disneyland. So yes, I'm sure they have alcohol at Disneyland.
Okay. We need alcohol at Disneyland, Disney World, every Disney place.
But Epcot, for example, has drinking around the world, where you're supposed to drink some alcohol at every single stop.
Which is silly. That's just plain nuts.
Why?
That sounds expensive. Sounds very expensive.
Well, it could be, yeah, but you're on vacation, so...
I'm on vacation, but I don't want to come back and have to mortgage my house.
It's a test of your moral imperative. You didn't get the movie reference.
No, I got that. That's real genius.
Okay, good.
It was hot and I was hungry.
Oh, by the way, check the PTR Radio Facebook page real quick.
Oh, okay, good. So we've had activity. So, but yeah, that's the only thing. I'm not really worried about anything. Although I will say we're gonna knock out something next. Steven Spielberg was there, but guess who pulled the trigger? Nice.
That's good there, Mike.
Yep, I like that. All right, so but
we'll see if it shows up anywhere.
Yeah. All right.
To me, that.
So in my preparation for Disney, I have been I've been buying clothes and stuff like that, And so I have bought several new items of clothing, and I thought, Mike, you might want to see one of them at least. So a little bit of a fashion show.
Fucking fashion show. Oh my fucking god.
So again, if you're not on the YouTube channel, then you're gonna miss some of this.
Oh, is this the? See, this is weak sauce. That ain't no fashion show.
I like that. I like the hat.
You know. Hold on.
So I got that one. That one doesn't fit. I got another one, but it doesn't fit.
Oh.
So then I got because my head's too big. And then so I got the brown one, which is always cool. I like the brown one. And
Turn it around. See, that's weak sauce. See, look, I got the official Run DMC approved Kangol.
So I got that one in brown, and then I couldn't only have one hat color because you need to coordinate. So I got one in gray.
Got the coordinate.
So so I've been wearing these for the last couple days since I got them, and so that's going to be the new thing. That is going to be, I think, the new thing. Is I'm going to be a golf hat guy.
Ah.
I've also bought one which doesn't fit, but we'll see if we can cram it on. Which this one, as you can tell, doesn't fit.
God, no, dude. Thank
At
God
all.
The tag's still attached to that one. Shit.
So, but
Not to mention, that one's got a button on the top that's the size of a freaking wagon wheel, dude.
Well, let me educate you a little bit, okay? The one that doesn't fit, that one's called an Applejack, and you know it's an Applejack because of the button and because of the way that the panels on the top go. You know, they all move up to the center towards the button. These, actually three, because I got another brown one. It's a darker brown though, so depending upon the shorts I wear. These are called Ivy hats, or driving hats, or golf hats. So that has been my. So I've become a bit of a hat snob now because I want the right hat. If I don't have the right hat, not going to work. So.
Yeah, I think you get those style hats at Disney with Mickey Mouse on them too.
Angie said, my wife said, well, maybe you can get one at Disney with Mickey. And I'm like, I don't know that they'll have that kind of hat. But if they have that hat, I might buy that hat.
Yeah. Best chance would be in England at Epcot.
Okay. So, Mike, you're going to do the rest of the show in your hat?
Yeah, why not? It's comfortable.
So yeah, I mean, that's now. And the nice thing is it hides the bald spot, which has become more and more noticeable. So, it was either buy a hat or shave my head. And at this point, I want a hat.
Buy a hat because you're getting close to that age. You don't know if it's going to grow back.
Yeah. Well, not that it really matters, but yeah. By the way, somebody made fun of Nate. He was over here on Sunday about his hair, and they go, "You don't have any of your original color hair left. It's all gray. You look really old."
Oh, God.
Those are the things that get discussed in my house during birthday parties, is how old you are. My wife loves the new hats because she said it actually does make me look a little older, which is good because she's a little older, so it kind of helps to even things out. That was why she liked it. But I am looking for a black one, Mike. I like your hat, so I may have to buy one.
You know, this one's actually nice. You can't see it on cam, but it actually is like kind of knit or mesh. So
yeah, it looks like crocheted.
Yeah, well, it's exaggerated on the cam. It doesn't look like that up close, but so it doesn't get like too hot.
Yeah, that's one of my things is I didn't want these to get too hot. So the really nice ones that I bought are actually Stetsons. Did you know Stetson made anything other than a cowboy hat? Because I didn't. But yeah. And I found out I got a big head. I got a 2XL head. Or just almost a 2XL head. So. All right. So that's hat talk. It's going to be our new segment.
Yes.
Headgear talk. You're going to have to come up with something.
Welcome to Hat Talk with Shaggy.
Yeah. So did you find something you like now? You're looking at hats.
I was seeing if there's anything at Disney. There's a Newsies the Musical cap, which is basically the same.
Pretty much what I have.
Yes. So the question that we left open for a while was preconceptions about Disney.
All right, it's going to it's going to be hot, wet, and crowded.
Yes. And humid.
And humid.
Yes.
And I might come back minus a few digits.
Right.
And slightly electrified.
So, but preconceptions about Disney itself, regardless of
I don't really have any, and I've told my daughter this. I'm like, the trip there isn't really for me.
Right.
That it's not for me. It's all about the wife because she's been wanting to go there forever, and so this was kind of the, I'm sorry I'm not home for our anniversary makeup, and here is also the trip you've always wanted to go on.
Right.
And so, that's the whole thing. Is as long as she's happy, I'm happy and I'm good. I don't really care. Once I get there, things will probably change, and I'll probably go, ooh, I want to go on that ride. I want to go on that ride. I want to go on that ride.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a huge ride person.
Right.
But once I see him, I might change my mind.
There's not much about seeing. See, the big thing about Disney is that the rides tend to be inside things. So
yeah.
It's all theatrics and story, and so because of that, it's like, here's a big building, and inside there is a ride.
Yeah, like the Tower of Terror. That's a perfect example. You're standing outside in the line, and you're getting close to the building. You're like, yes, almost there. It's so no, most of the line is inside the damn building.
Well, there is a big chunk of ride inside the building. Yes.
So
it's not. I would say it's most of the line, but it is a big line.
I don't know.
It's a big disappointment when you're standing there and you think you're getting close, and then you get in there only to realize that there's more line.
Yes.
That's a big disappointment.
That's like my daughter wants to go to Six Flags, and the Six Flags close to here has a pretty good safety record, so we'll go there.
Yeah.
But I told her, I'm like, we'll go late September, early October.
Uh-huh.
Right when the exact same time because Colin, you and I went there along with Nate and a couple other people one time, right at that same season. We were at the end of September when they were switching over for the Halloween stuff.
Yes.
So everything was in flux. Everything kind of looked a little bit like a construction site as far as the communal areas because they were taking stuff down and putting stuff up. But what was great about it was we were like the only ones in the damn park.
Mm-hmm.
We walk up to Mr. Freeze, and it's like, okay, get on. We walked up to the Screaming Eagle. I said, all right, you've got a 2-minute wait.
Yeah, we do that a lot. I've been to Six Flags now 5 or 6 times this year so far.
Yeah, and so that's what that's the thing is I want to take my daughter when I don't have to stand in lines and be irritated.
Yeah, it's about any time as long as you go during the week.
So, and that's what we'll probably end up doing, is just going during the week. So, because she's at least got one day off of school every week, so, Well,
I'll keep, like I said before, I'll keep sending you the dates, because there's lots of dates where if you go with me and my family, then it's free.
No, okay. Okay, yeah. I'm all for going. I just have to find the time. Right now, I'm like, okay, everything's trying to get ready. Like, my wife made the announcement today. She's like, no more laundry is going to be done until we get back from vacation. So if you want to take it on vacation, don't wear it before vacation. You might as well just pack your suitcase now, because I'm not doing any more laundry. Okay, understood. I know how this works. No problem. One pair of underwear can last 3 days, so we're cool. Inside out, then turn it around.
So do you have your luggage figured out so you have at least one empty?
God, I hope so. I have no idea. The problem is we're my parents get back on Wednesday. We're leaving on a Thursday. My daughter is staying at the house until she has to leave for a convention, and so it's like, all right, she needs luggage, we need luggage. You know, how does this all work? And I thought we had more luggage than what we really had, but then my mom drops off luggage that she had that she isn't using, and while she's on her trip, and then she said if we need more, we can always go there the night before and get it for her. And I'm like, it's getting crazy. So I have no idea. And we're going to be gone for just a few days. It's not like we're going for 2 weeks.
Right.
You know, we're not going very long.
No, you need. All you need is because Shaggy will have the ability to have up to 4 pieces of luggage with him.
Yeah.
And just all you have to do is make sure that one piece of luggage doesn't have clothes in it.
Yeah, and I think that's gonna. The question is, how big does that piece of luggage need to be? And that's what I keep asking the wife. I'm like, how much room do you need for crap you're bringing back? And she said, well, how much do I get? No, that wasn't my question.
Look, 2 words. FedEx.
Yeah, I know. And I believe they will ship stuff from Disney.
To some degree, yeah. But most of the stuff you buy there, you just go to DisneyStore.com and buy anything.
And buy it there.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's like one of my customers said, well, bring me back a hat. I'll pay you for it. A hat. You go to eBay and buy a hat.
Well, if you get the hat there, they'll put the name on it. If you get the hat online, you can't do that.
Okay. So they will embroider?
Yes, they embroider the name on the hat for you.
Okay. My mom has an embroidery machine.
Yes.
It doesn't matter, I guess. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I mean, it'll be fun no matter what. So, like I said,
if you get stuck with luggage,
I don't have preconceptions.
Let me know, because I got tons of really good luggage.
Okay. So, like I said, there's a lot of stuff there going on.
And we'll discuss all of it in the next episode of PTR Radio.
That's right, in the next thrilling episode. Let's talk about this item, though, that came up. And Mike, I think you said you might have heard about this. Restaurant was getting complaints that their service was slow. All right, that things were taking too long to come out, and so they were getting bad reviews from it as well. So they hired a consultant to come in, and bless you, and
thank you,
and look over stuff to see where they could improve it. And immediately the consultant said, "Oh, well, it's bad service. All your problems are bad service." And they said, "Well, okay, why don't you look a little bit more? We're paying you a lot of money." So they said, "Okay, why don't you give us your surveillance tapes? We'll compare now to 10 years ago."
Yeah, because they only kept them for 90 days, but it happened that they had some old tapes that they never reused.
Right, because VHS. So, they found some amazing transformations in behavior in 10 years. Now, before I go into this, Mike, do you think the service got slower?
No.
All right. So what do you think is the problem at the restaurant now? If they're getting bad reviews.
Cell phone.
Be more specific.
People spending too much time on their phone, and by the time they go to eat their food, it's cold.
That's kind of correct, actually. The old footage was dated July 1, 2004, and they compared it to July 3rd, 2014. Roughly the same amount of customers came through the door on those 2 days. All right. In 2004, here's the standard way things happen. Customers walked in. They get seated and are given menus. Out of 45 customers, 3 request to be seated somewhere else. Customers on average spend 8 minutes before closing the menu to show they are ready to order. Waiters show up almost instantly and takes the order. Appetizers are fired within 6 minutes. Obviously, more complex items take longer. Out of 45 customers, 2 sent their items back. Waiters kept an eye out for their table so they can respond quickly if the customer needs something. After guests are done, the check's delivered, and within 5 minutes, the guests leave. Total time from start to finish, 1 hour, 5 minutes at this restaurant.
Okay.
That was 2004. All right? 2014. Customer walks in. That's the same. They don't teleport in. We haven't come that far. Customers get seated and is given menus. Out of 45 customers, 18 request to be seated somewhere else. So instantly we went from 3 to 18. Before even opening the menu, the patrons take out their phones. Some are taking photos while others are simply doing something else on their phones. The restaurant doesn't monitor Wi-Fi activity, so they have no idea what they were really doing.
They were checking in on Foursquare.
7 out of the 45 customers had waiters come over right away. They showed them something on their phone and spent an average of 5 minutes of the waiter's time. Given its recent footage, they asked the waiters what it was about. The waiters explained the customers had problems hooking up to the Wi-Fi and demanded the waiters try to help them. So now you're waiter and tech support. Finally, the waiters are walking over to the table to see what the customers would like to order. The majority of them haven't even opened the menu yet and asked the waiter for a little bit of a wait. Customer opens the menu, placing their hand, which holds the phone on top of it, and continue doing whatever they want on their phone. So it's like you're at school and you have a comic book inside your school book. You're still futzing with your phone, even though it looks like you're looking at the menu. We can see you. Waiter returns to see if they're ready or if they have any questions. The customers ask for more time. Finally, the customers are ready to order. The average time from when the customer was seated until they placed their order, 21 minutes. 21 minutes from 8. All right. So far, none of it the restaurant's fault. Food starts getting delivered within 6 minutes of ordering. Obviously, more complex items take longer to take. It's the same time. 26 out of 45 customers spend an average of 3 minutes taking photos of their food. We have talked about this before. Eat your food. Don't take pictures of it. Unless it's moving. If it's still moving when it's on your plate, put in front of you, you're allowed to take a picture. But I prefer video. Mike, your thoughts about people taking pictures of the food?
I am not... Well, no, that's not true. I am signed up for Instagram, but I couldn't tell you what my login or my account was. I don't Instagram nothing.
You don't Instagram nothing to nobody.
These people that Instagram all of their meals and shit. Look, I don't care. I've seen the Turkey O'Toole at Bennigan's before. I've seen the wings at Hooters before. I don't care. I know what a cheeseburger looks like. Thank you.
Yes. I don't want to see it going into or coming out of you. Those are the rules.
Yes. I like having... If I'm going to a restaurant, I like going to somewhere like someone who has a blog of just these pictures. So I can take a look and see, okay, this is what the food looks like. That looks good. Maybe
That's
I'll
more
get
like
that
a
one.
foodie, though, like a critic.
Yes.
I would take their word for something if something tastes
Exactly.
oily.
I don't need to have Uncle Joe's pictures of every meal that
The
he's
bucket
ever
o'
had.
crabs.
Look at this great meal I just got at Long John Silver's.
McDonald's on point tonight. Check out the Quarter Pounder. All right. And next one. 14 out of 45 customers take pictures of each other with their food in front of them or as they are eating the food. This takes an average another 4 minutes as they must review and sometimes retake the photo.
Okay, the only way I'm going to have you take a picture with my food is if I order the old 96er. I want the before and after shot.
Yes. 9 out of 45 customers sent their food back to reheat. No crap. You're spending all your time taking pictures. 27 out of 45 customers asked their waiter to take a group photo. So now your waiter, tech support, and cameraman. 14 of those requests, the waiter retook the photo as they were not pleased with the first photo. On average, this entire process between chit-chatting and reviewing the photo added another 5 minutes and caused the waiter not to be able to take care of other tables. Given in most cases the customers are constantly busy on their phones, it took an average of 20 minutes from when they were done eating until they requested a check. Furthermore, once the check was delivered, it took 15 minutes longer than 10 years ago for them to pay and leave. 8 out of 45 customers bumped into other customers, or in one case, a waiter, because they were texting while talking, either walking in or out of the restaurant. Average time start to finish in 2014, 1 hour and 55 minutes.
So it's almost twice as long.
It is almost twice as long as 10 years ago because of the damn food, or because of the damn phone. The food takes just as long to prepare, but because you're messing around with your damn cell phone so much, it's cold by the time you're ready to eat it, you know, and you're making the waiter, you know, late for other tables. Mm-hmm. You know, Mike, and I have had this happen, and I will admit I have done this a couple of times. When you go to a restaurant out with other people, do you pull out your phone, or do you keep it in your pocket?
I will pull it out and I'll put it on the table, but I won't start messing with it until at least we've ordered drinks and appetizers.
Now, when you start messing with it, do you look around and see that everybody else is also messing with their phone?
Sometimes, but
because there's several times.
It depends on the restaurant. If we go to like a chain restaurant, yes, absolutely. Some of the restaurants we go to that are a little independent, like local gems, no, because those are usually the older couples.
Oh, okay.
If I have my phone out, because I'll take it out of my pocket. Well, no, because if I take it out of my pocket and put it on the table,
you're gonna play with it.
No, it's going to stay on the table after I leave.
Walk off.
So I try to leave it in my pocket. But if I have my phone out and I'm messing with it during the ordering process, it's because I'm trying to figure out what the calorie count is.
Okay.
That's it.
That's fair enough.
That's some people. Some people have an excuse.
And a lot of times, if we're going out with another couple, I will look online to see if there's a menu, and I know what I'm going to order before I even go.
Oh, yeah.
So...
Oh, there's no excuse not to be prepared.
If I can, I order it before I get there. So I just arrive and they say, "Hey, here's my order."
But
give me my food.
You know, one of the things that one of our friends taught us is, you order your drinks, you order your appetizers, and whether you're ready or not, don't order your meal right away.
Why?
Because
Why not?
Because a lot of the places around here, your appetizers and your meal will come out
at the same time.
Too close
so that's just bad restaurants.
Yeah.
See, your waiter is supposed to be watching you, and when he notices that you have gotten to the end of the appetizer, that's when he tells the kitchen to fire your entree.
Yeah.
It would be preferred if like halfway through the appetizer.
Or halfway, just
because that way, by the time you're done, it's done, ready to be delivered.
But if your food arrives and your appetizer is still there, or you haven't finished it, that is your waiter's fault. It's not the kitchen's fault.
Yeah.
No, I agree. It's because the waiter put in everything at one time.
Yeah. And what you should do is you should send the food back and say you're not ready for it yet.
No, because then they're just going to spit in it.
You know, it depends. Like, if we're out with another couple, then usually it winds up that we order appetizers and then somebody doesn't know, so we wind up having that delay anyway.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But if it's Kim and I, it depends on where we're at. Like if we're at where it's like a 2-person booth, then we'll pull the. Now we still need a few minutes on our entrees. If we're at a 4-person booth and it's just the 2 of us, that's fine. Bring it out. Whatever. If it comes out, we've got the table room.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's the time to order fajitas. Don't order fajitas if you've got 5 people at a 4-person table, please. Or
No,
even
'cause
4 people at a 4-person table.
No, because
Don't
then you're
order
just
the
a table
freaking
hog.
fajitas.
Yeah.
Now, has anybody ever played this game? Because I think I'm going to play it next time I go out to eat with Nate, and that way my meal is free. There's a game where you put your phones all on the table, and the first person to pick it up picks up the check.
I tried to play that game with a couple that the wife is notorious for being on her phone, but it turns out she planned on picking up the bill anyway. Much little did I know, so it wouldn't have mattered.
Right. But I think that's a good game to play, and I think I'm going to try that because there's no way that Nate cannot get on his phone. Now, the only downside is going to be my wife has no willpower, and so she wants to show you something on Pinterest. Look at what I found on Pinterest we can make.
Oh.
And I'm no.
Okay, here's the most annoying. Okay, so
Pinterest is the most annoying. I agree.
No.
A damn site. Somebody ought to carpet bomb that thing.
So the other day we're trying to watch. I was at my parents' house. We're trying to watch TV, and my mom gets a call.
Okay.
So we pause the TV so that she could talk on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
It's a wrong number.
Okay. Okay.
She proceeds to talk to this person for 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't know the person.
No.
It's just this old lady.
Wants to help him out.
It's this old lady who my mom's phone number is off by 1 digit from her daughter.
Okay.
So she's called before.
Okay.
But she doesn't know her.
Hi, Evelyn. Yeah, no, still the wrong number.
I think it is Evelyn, actually.
They're all old people are named Evelyn.
Oh, but they're just like, but the rest of us can't watch television.
Yeah.
Because she's sitting there talking on the phone to someone we don't know, and she doesn't know. Turn the cell phones off.
Yeah. So, I mean, and that is horrible. When somebody picks up the phone and actually talks on the phone, it's bad enough if they're texting.
Oh.
My stepson's birthday was yesterday.
If people call you on purpose, too.
Stepson's birthday was yesterday. We're having a birthday party at the house for him. Been cooking for 2 days because we did homemade pulled pork.
Mm-hmm.
And he is just knee-deep into text. Never leaves. Doesn't look up from the damn phone the whole night. That's all he's doing is texting. Non-stop. I wanted to take his phone and just throw it on the floor.
It's always hilarious when 2 people are texting each other and they're sitting next to each other.
Yeah. So I just, but the idea that it added 50 minutes to how long it takes. And who has time for a 2-hour lunch or a 2-hour dinner? Now, I will admit, we do stay around and talk after the bill's been dropped off and even after the bill's been taken care of, but I look around the restaurant first to see if there are people waiting to be sat down.
Right.
Or if it's getting really late, and the restaurant's ready to close. Then I start pulling the chain going, okay, we got to go. I don't care if we stand around and talk in the parking lot. Don't care. Got to get out of here.
Yeah.
Hey, why can't more restaurants be like, say, Steak and Shake?
Open 24 hours?
No, it's like they bring you your food and they bring you the check at the same time.
Yeah, I hate trying to flag down a waitress for a check.
But see, here's... Well, now, okay, that goes either way. Because if you do that, then people might be like, oh, they're trying to rush us out of here. Well, yeah, but they're not being rude about it. It's just if you want to go, your check's here.
Right. What if you deliver the check with the food, then it's not a question.
Right.
Here's your food. We're not trying to rush you because we just gave you your food.
You just don't say, I'll be your cashier whenever you're ready. If you just deliver the check with the food, then that's it.
Yeah.
You don't have to say, I'll be your cashier. It's understood. You deliver the check here.
Yeah. It's like, Chili's? They now have those...
Just getting ready to say.
Yeah, they have those little units sitting on the table. All you do is just stick your credit card through it and leave.
I think you can even split up the bill with those things.
Yeah,
you can. It's a little complicated. You can reorder your drinks. At least in the bar area, like if you want to order another round for the table, you can just repeat it and it goes automatically. You don't have to wait for your waiter.
Mm.
You can order your appetizers through there. Desserts, it's awesome.
See, I always said if I was going to have a restaurant, it'd be a Mexican restaurant, and I would have a water spigot at every single table, and a big thing of napkins, of course. But that way, people can just fill their own water glasses of water as often as they want.
I don't order water.
I do.
I have soda or beer. They got to bring me that. Although I had a nice waitress the other day, I was halfway done with my soda. In comes another one, full, ready to go.
Yeah.
You're a good waitress. That's a veteran move right there. You didn't wait for it to hear the at the bottom of the cup. No, here it is, sir. Drink more.
Like, my favorite is when you get a wait person who's like, "Oh, I'm going to be busy here because I'm getting hammered. I think I'll just take a picture to their table for them."
Yeah.
It's like, "Oh, great! I have an entire pitcher of tea or soda, or whatever it is."
Yeah.
The only time, like the diners around here do that in the morning at breakfast with coffee. They bring you the carafe of coffee.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Because you drink the whole carafe?
I friggin' would if I wasn't. Usually, if we're stopping at a diner for breakfast, we're going somewhere. That means I got shit to do, and it's not.
You don't got time to pee all day.
You unscrew the top of the carafe, you pour some cream and some sugar in it, and you just drink the carafe
Make
down.
the whole carafe. Yes, sir. I'm just gonna make. Can you bring me a cup of milk, please? I need to make my coffee. Sir, there's little packets. I'm gonna make the carafe the way I like it. Shut up, lady. Bring me my cream.
Which, one thing I do hate about coffee in restaurants is when you get your cup of coffee just right, and you drink a little bit of it, and you're not looking, and they come up and they put more coffee in top of it, and you're like,
They
no!
top you off. They top you off. I don't even know who the hell that is.
Aren't calling us, that's for sure.
Yeah, they're not calling. They're not calling the radio show. So, but I get this weird call every once in a while, and they need to stop because I don't know who you are. You call all the time.
Which phone is that?
That's the S4. So yeah. Well, evidently there's a bit of a problem with a Little Punch Drunk. They're having some more Get this, Mike. We're not the only ones with technical difficulties. They have technical difficulties. Now they're on DSL, which is part of their technical difficulty because they're not as on such a robust network. Who doesn't give an F about you, the consumer? Did anybody see that? The Comcast doesn't care about you.
Yes.
YouTube video that came out from Funny or Die.
I saw it being posted, but I didn't watch it today.
It's actually pretty good because it goes, we've heard a lot of complaints from you, the customer, about our merger with Time Warner. And we just want to tell you that we've taken it into consideration, and we think you should go F yourself. We're going to do what we want, and we don't care about you. What are you going to do? Find another cable company? Then they're like, oh no, you'll go to Hulu. Yeah, we own them too.
Don't order the news groups.
No. So, yeah, it was actually a pretty good one. Real quick, let's see here. Actually, we don't even have time for that. When is our next show going to be? We need to plan that because it's not going to be the 21st. Obviously, I'm still going to be gone.
No, 28th.
So the 28th is our next show. Officially, 28 back on track.
Yeah, we're back on
Okay. All right, and there won't be an episode next week, even a repeat, because I won't be here. So, if you want PTR Radio, we recommend that you go on PTRradio.com, which has got all the stuff you need to subscribe to the podcast, listen to our latest episodes. Everything is there. So you shouldn't have a problem. The other thing you can do, check in on Clutch and Wiggle, CWERadio.com. There's a whole list of shows there, a couple of which I've heard, and you need to give them a listen. Always, you can check out our YouTube channel, youtube.com/PTR Radio, Facebook, Twitter. Guys, we need your help on both Facebook and Twitter because we're feeling pretty bad that a fake news story about Steven Spielberg killing a Triceratops got more likes in a week than we've gotten since we put those pages up.
All right.
So please.
I need you, as the PTR Facebook administrator, because for some reason I have trouble doing it. I need you to go in and share that meme I just made on the Boycott Steven Spielberg page.
Oh, okay.
Because I think they will get a kick out of that, and we will gain a few listeners from that. Possibly, maybe. I don't know. But it's worth a shot.
Let's see here. So, Boycott Steven. God, it's not auto-completing.
It's a V.
Berg, right?
Yeah.
The link should still be in the chat.
Okay. Yeah, that's it. So let me see it, because that's a community. It's not a group. Okay. So that's why it's going wrong and being stupid. Gotcha. And also, if you're interested, we do have our Google Plus going on, so you can join that too. A lot of people, need to join that because Facebook sucks, doesn't it, Mike? Has Kim been complaining to you about Facebook?
Oh, dude. You have no idea.
It really is gotten bad where we're only getting to 1% of the people that subscribed. And it really needs to be more. So, let's see here. Yeah, I'm just trying to get this shared out real quick. I can't send it to them because I don't manage and they're not a friend. But I might be able to friend them. I'll take care of it. We'll get it taken care of. All right, but right now we need to head the hell out of here. And for that, we bring up our friend, maybe. Come on, play, damn it. There we go. So this is PTR Radio. We've been lucky enough to have you on here. And hopefully you'll check out PTRradio.com for all the information about the show. And, check out our Facebook page. Again, there'll be stuff posted there all the time, including if Steven Spielberg calls us and say, good job. Never could happen. If you want to call up and leave a message for the show, it's 877-787-8822. Or tweet us, and we'll keep up with that. All right, with that said, I'm Shaggy.
I'm Don.
I'm Mike the 8-Man.
All right, stick with Porkers, folks, because we are done. Later.